Welcome to Humming Punks with me, Ian Hurst.
And me, Jimmy Watkins.
Each week we're going to be reviewing a different album as selected by our guest with just 3 words. It's a bit of a challenge, it's going to be tough, it's going to be fun, it's going to be random, and there might be the odd swear word.
Yeah, so if there are any children listening, make sure they already know the swear words in advance.
Good advice. Take care, sit back, relax and enjoy. Hola, senor!
Hola!
I've been waiting to say that. I was thinking, how shall I intro? Hello, mate. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you? Long time no see or speak.
I know we've had 2 weeks off. Welcome, everybody, to the latest edition of Humming Punks after a 2-week vacation.
Yes.
I don't even know how we ended up having 2 weeks off. I think it's because it was Mental Health Awareness Week and there's so much stuff going on that we took a little break.
Yeah, you were super busy, and then we were going to do one last week, weren't we? But I think it was my fault. I double booked it.
I know.
I was out running.
Can I say? Well, I mean, look at that, running punk out running. What are the chances?
I know. I sent you a message because I was out running and I was having so many technical difficulties on this one run that I was out for hours. I was like a man gone wild.
So you had technical difficulties with your, whilst filming your running punk stuff?
Yeah, everything went wrong. So my headphones stopped working, and they occasionally would just switch off on their own, but it was switched off for 45 minutes, and I was out in the woods, just basically jogging around in circles until my headphones came back on.
This is like a Blair Witch project.
Yeah.
Well, listen, let me start by saying I don't know that I've ever been as excited about the prospect of a conversation ever. I'm literally like a giddy child. I feel like I haven't spoke to my long lost mate in a couple of weeks.
It's been ages.
And I'm really excited. I was driving home from the gym this morning thinking I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah.
The mental health podcast went out. I think that was received quite well.
That was a really
mental health special.
Yeah, lots of nice messages about that, didn't we?
It's amazing. I like it. And I saw one where someone said they'd learned more in that hour than they'd learned in 3 years at psychology school or something.
I saw that. That's it's funny because, I mean, just chatting to you for that podcast helped me. So it's great that, you could argue we were just having a conversation for each other. Yeah. And I was gone out there and it's helped loads of people. So it's come from a very pure source, as I like to say.
Yeah, I know. And this is the thing, right? Everything I've tried to do when I talk, I guess it's the same with what you do, running punks. Everything I try and do is in a way that I wish someone had just said it to me.
Yeah.
Or, and for you guys of running punks, so, that joy of running. And I always think about ways in which I can say things that people are like, oh, yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it helped everyone. Well, listen, we always take requests. If anyone wants anything more specific, then do.
Well, yeah, totally.
I've got some other interesting news. I was meant to go for a picnic on Saturday. Yes! Now, the picnic was called off. Now, those regular listeners of this, we're going straight in.
I'm so excited.
Because we know that we've learned this love of picnics following watching a great guy called Max, who's got a great book about picnics, which I do love. After watching him on telly, it stoked my desire to re-energise picnics. And my wife and I were due to go for a walk with some friends up a massive hill, Butser Hill, at the weekend just gone. And we were like, right, what's happening? She said, they're taking a picnic. And I was like, okay, we'll do something. She said, yeah, but they always trump us on the picnic. I'm fed up of our kids. I'm fed up of our kids always getting our picnic out and then looking at theirs and being like, And I was like, when all the stars aligned, I was like, this is what I bought that book for. This is it. And I said, love, worry no more, because I've prepped for this occasion. I said, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
I said, we are going to cook up some sausages, cook up some bacon, and we're going to whack it in a flask. And she looked at me like, what? And I was like, seriously? We're going to whack it in a flask? And she was like, Ian, what are you on about? I said, well, firstly, I'm hurt that you've not listened to the podcast.
No, I know.
But then she was like, okay, I like this. And I said, what we're going to do, go and get a bit of some of them part-baked crusty loaves that you get.
Yeah.
And then before we go, we'll finish it off, get it nice and crispy. We'll rock up at the picnic, get out the bread, and the flasks, and they'll be like, oh, what you got there? And we'll be like, oh, just some boring soup. And they'll be like, oh, gutted, whilst they're eating their fondant fancies or whatever. And then I said, kapow! We just open the bars, and then we slip the sausage and bacon in, their minds would be blown. And we had it all planned out. And Gemma was getting proper excited. She was like, this is amazing, this is going to be brilliant. I was like, would eggs be too far? Can we put eggs in? Like, that's disgusting. Don't do eggs.
You could have done an egg.
We could have done, but that would have done it. So, we were going to have the picnic, but then it rained, and it never happened.
It was funny after that chat. We were sending each other videos of him, weren't we? The picnic man. Yeah, I love him. Oh,
he's absolutely brilliant. He never got in touch. I mean, maybe we need to re-energise that. That birth. But listen, I want to get some things rolling because I think we're going to chat loads today. It's going to be a typical random chat. But before we do, let's have some form of structure to this. Okay. Because I want to get those lyrics out because people are still playing. We might have had a 2-week break, but this is nothing but a little break in the football season. This is just a chance to. That was an international break that happened.
Yes.
Now we're back. Now we're back to the main competition where people are still playing for their house points.
Exactly.
And so it's important that we pick up where we left off. So as always, when we talk about this, although one of the last episodes we did was a mental health based chat, that's not what we're always about. We're not always about mental health chat. We'll try and weave it in where we can to make it something that is beneficial for everyone. But what we do focus on a lot is the 5 ways of well-being, and I'll remind everyone what these are.
Yes, please. Remind me as well.
I will remind you, to connect. And I think that's huge, right? We're connected.
Yes.
We are giddy little schoolboys connecting after a couple of weeks off the Easter holidays.
Yeah.
So we're going to connect, massively important. Being active. You've just been for a run.
I've just been for one of my favourite runs of the year. I just kept on going. Wasn't planned.
Wow.
Wasn't planned. Just kept on going.
Wow. I've been to the gym this morning for one of my favourite gyms of the year.
Oh, because we knew we were going to see each other.
I couldn't stop. I did an hour, an extra half an hour on what I was meant to do.
Yeah.
I was in the zone. Amazing. So everyone be active.
Yes,
let's keep being active. We're going to keep learning new tricks. Teach these old dogs new tricks. Can't get my words out then. Do you like that?
Teaching old dick new dogs.
We're going to give. I think there's going to be lots of laughs given today. Lots of laughs.
Yeah, I'm up for laughing.
And always, most importantly, the thing we're going to do the most is we're going to take notice. And Jimmy, you know what this means for you. You've got to take notice to any of the clues that I'm going to drop. Okay, any of the clues. Have I dropped any already? I mean, who knows?
Well, I would know because no, you haven't. Have you? I don't know. See,
I could have dropped some killer clues, man. You don't know.
Killer, right? There you are. Killer. That's a clue.
No.
Definitely is. You never just say the word killer in a conversation like that.
Killer Queen.
All right, fair. Okay.
I mean, quite a lot. Okay, well, so what's going to happen? Everyone knows this. Let's get it going nice and early. We're going to do some lyrics.
Yeah.
We're going to put the lyrics out there for Jimmy to try and guess what they are.
Give them to me.
They are from the album choice that we've got. We're actually going to review an album again this week.
Are we though? Are we going to make it that far? Yeah.
The album's from 2004.
Yeah.
So, as we all know, the lyrics that I'm going to give you today will be from 2004. I think I messed up already on this one, but for the listeners...
How can you... You haven't even started. How can you mess up?
As I Google new lyrics.
Go on,
but the listeners, this is for you to win your mattress. Still up for grabs. Okay, here we go. Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. That's what you're having.
Yeah, I think I know it.
I know.
I don't know the song though.
Okay. Well, have a think. Don't give it away like Governor B did. Well, we edited that out beautifully, I think, for anyone that listened.
Yeah.
With the perfectly. But don't give it away. I've given you half of the lyrics because I think I've messed up on this one. But listeners at home, have a think.
I know the band. I can't remember the song.
Gotta be down because I want it all. It started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this?
The proper test.
It was only a kiss. It was only a kiss. Now I just want to go. It started with a kiss. Bit of Alan Partridge.
This is like, I know
Kiss
the
my
album.
face.
This is the ultimate Tesco album. It's always in Tesco, in every aisle.
How do you mean?
Like,
what, the actual physical, or it's playing in every aisle?
Yeah, 2000.
I don't think
2004.
Tesco plays different songs down different aisles.
No, but
I think
like,
it's the same song throughout the shop.
Imagine. What aisle are you? I don't know, but they're playing Billy Piper. I'll find you. I'll find you.
I've got Blame It on the Weatherman by the Cause.
I'm in the meatloaf aisle. Ah!
That's what they should do.
Yeah.
They should name their. Oh, that would be amazing. So you could have the meatloaf aisle, where that's got all your.
Let's
your
open a supermarket and just do it. Let's just open a supermarket that every aisle has an artist on a loop.
Oh, hang on. I'm trying to think of one now.
Clean up in the wet aisle, please.
I'm trying to think of a bread-based artist or
There's a band called Bread.
Is there?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, of course there is.
There's a band called Bread.
What about the Fishmongers?
Yeast17.
Yeast. This is fantastic. They should do this. We should open a supermarket. Okay.
I've genuinely made myself laugh. What a day. What a day. Yeast17. People will be shouting ones now. I know.
Can people send these in? I'm thinking of something for the Fishmongers.
Sam and Dave. Sam and Dave. Sounds like salmon.
Sam and Dave.
There's loads of
Trout. There must be a Trout one.
Trout Mask Replica, Captain Beefheart. That's an album.
Oh,
the
my
best album
gosh.
ever. Have that on loop.
You could have Blur, Coffee and
Coffee and TV. Yeah, for
Coffee and TV.
Oh yes.
Sugar Hill Gang for the bakery aisle.
Yeah. NSYNC for all the bathroom aisle stuff.
Oh man, this is amazing.
We've gone too far.
I don't know that we have. I think this has got to be right. Send in your best supermarket aisle names, and then we'll read them out next week.
Designer shop.
I think there's going to be some amazing one. We want to see if we can get one for the whole range.
Yes,
the whole range.
Yes.
The whole
so like
supermarket.
Frozen soundtrack would be easy for the Frozen aisle.
Yeah, for the Frozen aisle. Ice cream. What about ice cream? Jimmy, if you think of any, just shout them out anywhere for the podcast. This would be amazing. Okay, so we've got our lyrics that people are paying for.
Yes. Don't forget that.
Don't forget that. But more importantly now, more than anything, we want to know your supermarket names. Your supermarket aisle names. Yeast17. Yeast17. Wet.
Oh, yes. Spice Girls for like the spice aisle.
Spice aisle, yeah. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Little Mix for the sweet aisle, like Little Mix, like pick and mix. You can have
those. Yeah, Little Mix, yeah.
Anyway.
Hot chocolate for the hot chocolate. Anyway, Jimmy, tell me what else has been going on in your world.
Oh,
mate.
well, I
any aliens lately?
Lots of aliens, lots of well, not aliens, but UFO encounters. Lots of reading about the psychedelic world. You know me. I'm just searching for meaning constantly. And but I think the big thing that happened to me is that I've made it to 500 days sober.
Yay! Congratulations! Woo-hoo!
Yeah, I was buzzing about that. That came at a good time because the past 2 weeks have been tough. Because every time I put the TV on or look at social media, is people going down the pub and kind of like making it feel like you haven't really survived COVID or made it through this pandemic until you've gone down the pub with your mates to celebrate. So it's been a bit crappy, really.
I know. I'm really not one for I do drink, but I'm not one for getting up at midnight and going standing waiting for a minute past midnight to have a pint. I don't know that anything is that important in my life. I don't know that I'd do anything to get out of bed to be somewhere at 1 minute past midnight.
Well, maybe a supermarket that had a different band for every aisle. If one of those opened, I'd be the first customer there. But
I know, and we need to think of a name for the supermarket as well.
But it's so weird. It's just like it's been. I feel like pubs have really been celebrated, and I don't want to be that guy to be like, pubs are bad, but Like, come on. Why are we...
I've been more excited about getting my hair cut than going to the pub, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have been. Yeah, that was a highlight for me. I'm not a pub person. The only good thing that I've found is during lockdown, when when everywhere was shut and we all had extra time on our hand, I'd go for walks with the dog, and there were so many times when my wife and I'd be walking, we'd be like, "Oh, wouldn't it be lovely just to call into a pub now?"
Yeah.
And we never did that, not before lockdown, because we were super busy all the time. Like, boom, boom, boom. If you had to walk the dog, you were squeezing it in.
Yeah.
And one of the things we promised was that when things go back to normal, we won't ram our weekends, so that if we were to take the dog for a walk, we'd be like, "Oh, should we call into a pub?" That we could.
Yeah.
And we did that the other week, and actually we went and sat in the pub garden just out on a dog walk, had a pint, and then off we went. But yeah, queuing up and that. But then everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the thing. You've got to just realise, look, not everybody's had the same experience with alcohol that I have. So just leave them be. And that's what it was about. It was about kind of realising that, and then just letting it be. Just like, oh, Jim, just don't worry about it. Just because I think I was feeling pressure to, there's going to be time now where I get a call and it's going to be, we're all going down the pub. Do you want to come? And what do I do in that situation?
Is it not the pub that does Heineken Zero on tap?
Well, it is that, but I don't have many friends where I live now.
Oh, mate, Jesus Christ, mate! Talk about bringing it down.
No, but. No, I'm not from here. Do you know what I mean? Like, my childhood friends are from another part of Wales. So
you've got DJ Mitch. Has he been in touch?
Yeah.
Is he? Yeah.
Yeah, he loved it. He loved it, man. He was really chuffed with it. He was really chuffed. We give him a shout out. Yeah.
Has he seen bookings go up?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'll ask him. So yeah,
I doubt it very much.
Yeah,
not on his behalf. I mean, more on the fact that everyone that listens to us probably hasn't booked him. No offense there, DJ Midge.
So yeah, it's been a funny couple of weeks, but then 500 days sober, amazing.
That's amazing, isn't it? Absolutely amazing, mate. Congratulations.
Yeah,
I'm buzzing for you.
Well, I'm absolutely steaming drunk now.
Yeah, I'm 501 days sober and having my nails done, and I've been the same. Everywhere I've looked, everyone's been getting their nails done, their hair did, and it's been no, I'm only joking. That's a terrible assumption.
No, it's not.
Mate, so you'd be that's awesome though, and you're celebrating now, sipping on a pint of water.
Sipping on a pint of water. Well, it's a pint of vodka, but.
Jimmy, we can't say that. Listen, I've had something happen last
Come on.
week.
Did you see a UFO?
No.
All right.
No. Something's happened that I want to talk about because it's upset me a little bit.
Oh, shit.
I have been... I take a lot of pride in the training that I do.
Yeah.
And I like to be able to let people know who might want to have training by We're Hummingbird what we offer.
Yeah.
And because of that, we've got a TrustPilot page, which does very, very well. Friday night...
Oh, no.
Talking about alcohol, I can only assume alcohol was involved.
Oh, no.
Some likely lads or lasses thought it'd be funny to write rogue reviews on the TrustPilot page. And do you know what? I mean, they were very funny.
Were they?
I mean, they were very funny. And I don't think, if anything, that goes in their favour. But yeah, and now a couple of weeks ago, TrustPilot sent me an email to say, we've done a spot check and we've taken down 20 of the reviews on your page because we can't be sure that they weren't fake. Now, most, and I don't want to jinx anything, most of the reviews that we get, if not all of them, are 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Which is great. You know, we work hard to get those reviews, super hard, and I'm super personal to get, good reviews because I think it's important.
Yeah.
But because there were so many 5 out of 5s, TrustPilot went in and automatically took 20 away and said, we won't tell you who we've taken, but we've emailed the people that posted them to say, this might be fake, we've taken it down. And if they want to then repost it again, they can.
Right.
So all the onus goes back on the person who did it. And I was like, that's rubbish,
Yeah.
Be good. Be good, let people know you're good, but don't be too good, otherwise we think you're fake.
Yeah, that's
and
weird. That's strange.
But then, these 2 reviews came up. And it was clear to see that they were fake because they were talking about things that we don't do, like talking about supplying Waitrose red velvet cake. And for a start, I don't shop in Waitrose, so I knew it was a lie. And silly things like talking about us having a venue. Well, we don't. There's a blooming pandemic going on, guys. No one can go out anywhere. So I knew it was fake. And there was two. And what they'd done is they've reviewed. One had been given by a woman called Karen, and she talked.
That's my mother's name.
Karen had spoken about her mate Sandra. Like in
That's
her review.
my mother's mate's name.
Where was your mum? Where was your mum Friday night? And does she shop at Waitrose?
Honestly, my mother's one of her
Karen
best friends.
Sandra Watkins.
Yeah. Well, no, that's one of her best friends. Is called Sandra.
Oh, I thought we'd just given your mum's name away then, but we have anyway. Karen Watkins.
Karen Watkins.
So Karen had written, and she'd written about her mate Sandra. And she put these things. Then the next review, like 2 minutes after, is by Sandra, and she's referring to Karen. So it's blatantly obvious. So the thing with Trustpilot is because people have gone there, you can't just say, it's really hard to report them.
Yeah.
So I reported them in the minimal options that I had of being like, come on, can you do something? And they wrote back and said, we've read them, and we can't see any problem with them. And I was honestly like... I wrote a reply back kind of saying, listen, mate, listen, Jan, I think his name was, which could have been fake because I'm Ian. I mean, someone could have just been... Jan and Ian were having a tete-a-tete on social media here. And I went, listen, mate, last week you took down 20 of my reviews because you thought they were too good. Yeah. Is it not clearly obvious that this guy... or these people that have posted two posts one after each other, referring to each other and referencing such out there quotes might not be real? And he was like, we can't prove it.
Oh my word, that's crazy. God. Are they still online then? Are these reviews still?
They are still online.
Oh, I need to read them after.
So this is what's happened. So then I sent a message to Karen on I said, Karen, tell me more about you. I want to know. And then if Karen doesn't reply in 3 days, I can then report it again as being dubious. So I've gone that approach first.
Yeah.
But if they don't take them down, then I'm going to be forced to write a reply to defend myself.
Well, so were they bad reviews? They were funny, but they were bad reviews, are they?
Oh, they were 1-star reviews.
No way.
Oh, they were like... But this is on a serious note, guys. My argument with Trustpilot where they were talking about triggering events and things that are related to mental health and mental illness. And I said to Trustpilot, as much as this guy's thought he's having a cracking Friday night with having a laugh, he will have actually written stuff in there that will be offensive to people. Yeah, if they have. And I said, look, you got to be serious. Like you can't make light of these reviews and you've got to take them down. So Trustpilot have got to step up here because these are serious, but they're funny in the sense that they're talking about.
This is strange. This is strange because when we had that chat and I said about the stalker I'd had. One of the first things he did was leave reviews of the company I was working for.
Get out, Jimmy.
Honestly.
Oh my God.
One of the first things he did, he was leaving Google reviews and they were changing. So his same review, he kept editing it and changing.
Yes, this is what they did.
Is it?
So when I logged on to my email Saturday morning, so I always look at my work emails, and in my junk there was 7 Trustpilot things, and I was like, oh, I got 7 Trustpilot reviews in a night, but they were all here. So obviously, when someone edits their review, it shows you that they've done it again. So we've done 7 versions of one. And he obviously kept going, it could be a she. Could be a she. But when you look at it on Trustpilot, you can only see one review.
I need to look
he'd
at
obviously
these.
Gone in.
It could be the same guy.
Oh, mate, what's this about? Well, I'll tell you then, last night, my WhatsApp got hacked.
Did it?
Oh, it's all go, Jimmy. It's what happens when you're an international man of mystery. People start wanting to get a piece of it.
Oh, my word.
Yeah, so this is what's going to happen. I've thought about my review. The other boys at Hummingbird are very much about you got to be humorous back. You got I'm going to just say, listen, I feel very sad that you need to spend time posting stuff on a mental health website.
Yeah.
If I do ever go to Waitrose to buy red velvet cake, I'll welcome you with open arms to talk about clearly what it is you need to get off your chest.
That
because I
crazy.
think, how. But then the other thing was, you can look at the person that's written them, and you can see all the other reviews they've written, and
no other.
They've actually, they have. They've done loads of others against massive places like furniture shops and stuff. So they're obviously a prolific prankster.
What the hell, man? That's just
I know, and I was like, but how do you get to the point where you've trolled every other social platform that you think, I want to go Trustpilot now? There's not enough trolls on Trustpilot. Come on, man.
Part of being a prankster is like getting the immediate reaction to your prank. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What is the satisfaction? The person's written this review and they've just had to sit and wait, and they get nothing back from it. It's ridiculous.
I know.
Part of me thinking it's the same guy. Part of me thinking it's the same person who did it to me.
Oh, Jimmy, don't say that. Don't say that.
I'll have a look.
We know where he lives. I know where he lives anyway. The one that did it to you, don't I?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
and
we
the
can.
person's real name, so we're fine.
We should probably remember that we're actually recording a podcast here. It feels like we're just chatting.
Yeah.
But listen, so yeah, guys. I mean, Bowman's go and have a look. It might not be there anymore. I don't want to draw attention to people's 1-star reviews, but if you are looking at We Are Hummingbird doing any training, I'd like to point out the 2 1-star reviews that feature on our Trustpilot. Well, they are from Peter Prankster, who thinks it's funny.
Let's leave good reviews on there. Get rid of him.
I do hope that Trustpilot, call out to Trustpilot, I hope that they will allow common sense to read it and think, yeah, this isn't.
It's a strange name for a thing though, Trustpilot. Imagine being on a plane and you didn't trust the pilot.
Oh. Yeah. I've trained a lot of pilots.
Have
Do you know
you?
that? I've trained an awful lot of pilots.
Yeah.
On mental health awareness. Yeah. They've been hit hard with this pandemic. Hit really
I bet,
hard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't been anywhere.
I know. They're working, a lot of them in supermarkets. Tough. Listen, what else is going on though with you, Jimmy? What else has been occurring in your world?
I've been...
How's TV programme going? The film?
Yeah, so that starts this week, so I'm going up to Manchester either tomorrow or Thursday, I'm not entirely sure. I should probably find out. To be in a film, a short comedy.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Playing yourself?
Well, kind of. I'm playing a bald Welsh guy, so...
They've not got an actor in to play you. That'd be amazing. Who would play you?
I don't know. Like probably a woman. I would like to have.
Keris Matthews.
Yeah, Keris Matthews could play me. I don't know. That'd be quite.
Ruth Jones.
Yeah, Ruth. Oh yeah, Ruth Jones could play me.
You know Ruth Jones, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Sorry, that's not true. Like, not all Welsh people know each other, but I do kind of know Tom Jones now.
Oh, God, yes. All right. Well, hang on. Whoa,
Yeah.
you just dropped something there, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Let me pick it up for you. Yeah. Name drop her absolute loving from Tom Jones. For those people that didn't see it, tell us what happened.
Well, I was thinking like, what album should I run to this week? You know, I usually, on a Sunday night, I'll have a look at what's new, and I think, I fancy doing that, I'll do that. And I was kind of looking, and nothing was really tickling my fancy that was new. And I saw Tom Jones had an album out, and I thought, look, he's a Welsh legend, I love him. Let's just run to it. Let's just run to it and have fun. And that's exactly what I did. I wasn't, like, usually I'm aware, the artist might see this. So let's make it a good one. Let's make it a real good one. Let's really go into depth about this album. But I just thought Tom Jones isn't going to see this. Let's just have a run and have a laugh. So I was just running around. I found two stoned people in the woods, and I started talking to them at the end. And I put this video together, and I was just like laughing. I thought, this is bonkers. I just put it online. And then I went in the kitchen, and I came back in the living room, and I saw like Tom Jones is following you on Twitter. I was like, that's pretty mad. That's pretty mad. Must be a spam bot. Do you know what I mean? Must be a fake account.
Yeah.
Looked at it. It was Tom Jones, and then he'd shared it, but he'd shared it and written a comment, and then he'd asked for the video so he could put it on his own Instagram. So so he put it. he put the video on his own Instagram, and then he put it on his Facebook page, which has got like 2 million followers.
Oh my God, Jimmy.
I know, it's crazy. And then, so, just going out for a run for a laugh and meeting 2 stone people in the woods had now just gone all around the world. That video had gone around the world, like, super quick.
That is bonkers.
Yeah. And then I was kind of thinking, those people I saw when I filmed, they are now.
Imagine if they're meant to be at work. Were they actually in the camera?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
Jimmy.
I finished the run, and I was going through a phase of finishing the run in this strange clearing in the woods, which was full of rubbish and like abandoned sofas. And partly because I was like just intrigued what was going on there. So I finished the run there, and I noticed there were two people sitting there. I thought, don't worry about it. Like, you've been shouting your head off for an hour. Let's just film this clip here now and go home. So I started talking, and then one of the guys just got up and stood right behind me while I was talking into my camera.
Oh my God, I love this.
I turned to him and I was like, "You right?" And he just stared straight down the GoPro, and he said, "Read between the lines and the truth will be revealed," and then just walked off. And I was like, what? My mind was just blown. I was like, what is going on here? So
maybe they were aliens.
I don't know what was happening.
Maybe that was your encounter.
It was really odd.
So I watched the start of that video.
Yeah.
Because I do watch your videos. I watch most of them because then I want to know what to listen to in the gym. You give me some corkers. That Offspring album, what an album that was. But I do watch them, and I saw it, and but I never got to the people. I never saw that.
Yeah,
part.
it's fine. I can watch
it.
YouTube tells me that hardly anybody makes it to the end of the videos. I'm cool with that because
you should do something at the end of all of them.
Yeah, I should.
No one makes it to the end of these podcasts.
Yeah, they do. I think podcasts are different, but YouTube, like, it's interesting because I've had a lot of people say to me, you could get more YouTube viewers if you didn't share 2.5 minutes on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, why am I doing this? I'm not doing this for YouTube viewers.
No, you're not doing it for YouTube.
I'm doing it so people can see how fun running to music is. So even if people just see the 2 minutes on Twitter, I honestly don't care. Like, do you know what I mean?
No,
because
exactly.
It's not like as the video goes on, it gets harder for me to make. It's the same level of effort all the way through. So it doesn't matter what part of the video people watch. Does that make sense?
You're getting really Welsh there. Why did you just get so Welsh? Because you're passionate.
I was getting so passionate about it.
I've never heard you so Welsh. That was proper. But I lost you for a second. I didn't know what you said.
It's just one of those things, right? That just I don't know. It's why should it matter how big my YouTube audience is? Why should it matter that I make money off YouTube when literally the only thing I care about is that people watch. Even if it's a minute of the video and they think, I gotta go for a run.
I'm gonna watch it now to see the guys. So are you and Tom now buds? Are you Bezzies? Have I been sidelined as Bezzy number one?
Yeah, me and him have got a podcast called Tom in Punks.
I was I'm trying to become Bezzies with Ollie Murs. So if there's any way that you can get Tom to hook me up with Ollie,
all right, yeah.
Because the voice, right there on that. If there's any way that you could do that, that'd be awesome.
Okay, I'll have a word.
Maybe we could get Tom and Ollie to open our store, our superstore.
Do you know what? Do you know what's really weird though about obviously being best mates with Tom Jones now is. Like that
you're not really best mates with Tom Jones.
No, I am totally best mates with him.
Okay, yeah.
So he follows me on social media, and next weekend my band are going down the studio to record 2 songs, and they are absolutely stupid and bonkers. And at some point they're going to go online, and they're just like,
and he's going to realise what a mistake he has made. Are you waiting for that day when you no longer followed, or he's blocked you? When you go to click on it, it goes, "This crap doesn't exist." To you anymore, my friend.
I am dreading the moment I go online and see Tom Jones has just blocked me because of the music I write.
Well, listen, actually, I've just had a brilliant idea. So you and I, we've got a special occasion coming up in June.
We have.
We're going to meet.
I know.
We're going to meet for the first time.
I know.
Like 2 lovers.
June the 17th? 16th?
Don't turn on. Yeah, we changed it. We changed it for you.
Yeah.
So actually, this is a really good point. We're going to be doing a panel discussion that people will be able to buy tickets for.
Yes.
So actually, Humming Punks can unite. They could come and join us in London.
Humming Punks.
And you can buy these. We're going to be talking about mental health in the music industry, and it's a panel discussion. We've got Jumping Jack Frost is joining us again, so he's going to be there. Plus co-founder or original founder of We're Hummingbird, John Logue, he's going to be there. Look, Carl's not making it down, the other original co-founder of We're Hummingbird, but people can come.
Yeah.
Buy tickets. I don't think they even cost you, and you can come and join us in London at a panel discussion. Can we get Tom Jones?
I will message him.
I'm serious.
I'll
Jimmy.
message him. Yeah.
I mean, it ticks all the boxes: mental health and music industry, panel discussion, and tell him I'll take him to Thunderbird's Chicken in Brixton with me, you, Jumping Jack Frost, and Tom Jones.
Oh my
now,
word! Can you imagine Tom Jones and Jumping Jack Frost together? Can you imagine that?
Oh, imagine what we can make happen. Do you know that Tom Jones is the oldest man to have a #1 album, I think?
Yes.
Is that right? Is that the right start? I heard this the other day on the radio.
Well, alive. I think Elvis had a #1, but he's dead. He had a #1 single. Or an album, maybe a greatest hits.
What, over the age of 80?
Well, when...
Yeah, no, when you were alive, obviously. Otherwise, that's like anyone would count in that. Like
Mozart.
Yeah.
Mozart had a #1 album at the age 300.
Yeah, no, obviously alive. Yeah, so he's the oldest man to have a #1 album. Yeah,
and I'm delighted. I'm delighted to have helped him.
Maybe let's see. I'm serious. Message him, please. Jimmy.
I will message him.
Do you fancy being involved in a panel discussion, completely low key? No one will probably even turn up. And then we'll get there and it'll be like crowds of people. Tom, pants thrown at our faces, bras in our faces.
I'll send him a video. What I'll do is I'll just send him a video. Just talking. Like, Tom.
Yeah. Tom,
come to London and hang out.
Yeah.
And me, you and Jumping Jack Frost. We'll go for chicken.
And John will be there as well.
Yes.
John's coming. That would be the stuff of dreams, surely. Could you imagine that? I imagine Tom's got bodyguards though, so we'd have to get them chicken as well.
I saw
there's
an amazing thing on Tom Jones's Facebook page under the video. People saying I should be his new security guard, his new bodyguard.
Oh, Jimmy, I want to be sick in a minute.
It's amazing.
All people talking about me and Tom.
People are like, Tom, you need this guy to be your bodyguard.
Well, let's do it. So serious now. Anyone can come along. Eventbrite, we'll keep you posted. I think next week we'll do another podcast.
Yeah.
Tell people where they can get it. Eventbrite should be good. Panel discussion.
Yeah.
I want to say it's Tile Lane in London. But anyway, we'll find out. But yeah, it'd be lovely little occasion.
I'm looking forward to that.
Lovely one. Yeah, me too. What else is going on?
Just loads.
Just loads.
Just loads of stuff. Just running.
Loads.
I'm running. I had my first jab the other day.
Me too. How was yours? What did you have? This is like the new thing now. What did you have?
I had the Moderna, which I was quite surprised about.
The Moderna?
Yeah, that's the new one, isn't it?
Shut up.
Yeah.
What?
I
wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, I had the Moderna. Yeah. So I got told if I get down to there's this theatre near me. If I got down there in the next hour, I could have a jab. There was like there was a mess up with the GPs and the letters over bank holiday.
Always what you want when you're about to go for a jab.
Yeah,
there's been a mess up.
Yeah,
but you want your jab.
But basically, like the GPs sent all the letters out over bank holiday, and so nobody had their letters because there was no post.
No post.
So the vaccination centre down the road for me was empty, and it was like if you come down now, you can all have a jab. Free jabs for everyone. So I went down then, and it was the Moderna one. Which I was like, wow, that's cool. That's a new one. I didn't feel it go in my arm because I'm super solid. And then the next day, dead arm, sweating, fever. And then 3 days after, I ran a mile PB. And then 2 days after that, I ran another mile PB. So I'm running faster than ever.
Fascinating. Maybe they have put something in you.
I think they have.
But this is interesting because it sounds like, what is it called again? Moderna. It sounds like the Moderna is all the worst elements of Pfizer and AstraZeneca combined. Because Pfizer you get the dead arm but no fever.
Yeah.
AstraZeneca you get the fever but no dead arm.
Ah, right, okay.
And you just had all of it.
Yeah, I had.
It wiped you out. It really wiped you out.
It was weird
right?
because I had the injection and then I felt absolutely fine. I drove to Cardiff for band rehearsal, band practice, felt great.
Band camp.
Came home, went for a run, felt great.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I feel amazing. What is all this nonsense about people feeling rough?
Yeah.
And then it just hit me, man. It just hit me while I was eating lunch. I was like, oh, my arms are hurting. And then...
What were you eating? Out of interest?
I was just eating a bowl full of needles.
Super needles.
And, my arm was killing. And then we went to the beach with my 2 kids and my wife, and I was like proper I'm in a dark place here. Something's not right. And then, sweating all night then.
I can hear Lily in the background.
Yeah.
She sounds like she's kicking off. Oh, she's been quiet now. There we go. How interesting. So, I went and had Pfizer.
Loser.
Inferior. Yeah, I prepared for the worst.
Yeah.
And I was a bit worried because I was delivering a training course. So I did day 1 of a 2-day course. At the end of day 1, I said to everyone, look, going for my jab tonight. I might not be here tomorrow. I mean, I was quite honest with him. I said, I don't know what you're going to do if I'm not here tomorrow. I mean, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Went and had my jab. And what's really weird is because you're told that this is going to be, that there's after effects. So because you're told there's after effects, it's almost like you're waiting for them.
Yeah.
So they jabbed me, and then I came home and I was like, yeah, okay, I feel all right. I felt a bit weird when I sat there. Now, my wife will tell you, anyone that wants to know, that I'm a big sissy. Because I am.
Yeah.
Like, when things go wrong and they go wrong to me, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And so she constantly was like, you right? I was like, yeah, I'm all right. She was like, okay. And the next day, she's like, are you okay? I was like, yeah. And she was like, this isn't right. And at one point, she even said to me, because she was so shocked that I wasn't affected, she even said, do you think if you've had COVID before and you then have the jab, it doesn't do you the side effects? I was like, what are you on about? She's like, well, I just can't believe that you're not affected by this. I was like, well, so you'd rather that I had COVID and we've not known about it? And that's your explanation. She said, well, I'm just concerned that when I have it now, I'm going to be out dead and you're not going to let me kind of live it down. And I was like, hell right I am. But yeah, I had nothing. I had a dead arm and nada, nothing.
Crazy.
Absolutely okay. Yeah.
That is wild.
But apparently, I mean, this is what chat's come to now. We're talking about Pfizer jab comparisons. Apparently, the AstraZeneca second round is sweet as a nut, no problems.
Is it?
The Pfizer second time round is the one that wipes you out.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
So maybe your one second time round.
I go nuclear.
We'll go nuclear.
I will.
Yeah.
I had a really funny chat with my mum because I had my jab.
Karen.
Karen on Trustpilot. I phoned my mum. I said, Mum, you still leaving reviews? And she said, I'm just going to do one more review and then I'll talk to you.
Before I do Furniture Village, we've got some place called We Are Hummingbird.
And me and my mum had our jabs on the same day. And she phoned me up and she was like, how are you feeling? I was like, I was feeling a bit rough, but I've just been for like a 14-mile run now and I feel okay. And my mum was like, you've always been a wimp, haven't you? I was like, hang on a minute now. I just said, like, I was feeling a bit rough, but I've just been for a 14-mile run and I feel all right.
Yeah.
You've always been a wimp. So how are you, ma'am? Oh, I've been in bed all week, ill.
Bloody Karen.
I was like, what?
Mate, listen, we've been going for 42 minutes. I don't know what this has turned into, but we need to add some structure
Come on,
into this. So listen, we had our second album review. I'm jumping straight into it. That sounded like a very badly done edit, but we haven't. That's literally, I just changed the conversation. I just changed the conversation. We're going to do the album review.
You really hate my mum, don't you? Because she slagged off your company.
Karen, has your mum got a pus toilet page? A
pus toilet page.
A pus toilet page. Pussycat Dolls, that can be the name of the pet aisle. Pussycat Dolls.
Oh,
dear me. Okay, the album that was given to us was again by producer Carl.
yes.
He picked some fun albums for us. Skindred. Babylon from 2004. Babylon. Skindred's the artist, right? Isn't it?
Skindred are a Newport band, Welsh band.
Newport band.
Yes.
Yeah. You've played with them, right?
I have. I played a festival in Austin, Texas called South by Southwest, and we played at the same venue as them. And
amazing.
I'd never heard the band. And
you've played. Hang on. Whoa, you've played South by Southwest.
Yes.
That's quite impressive,
Pretty
mate.
cool, man.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Check my Trustpilot page, it's on there. Someone gave me a 1-star rating.
When we do our panel discussion, drop that in.
Okay.
People will dig that. Yeah.
It was quite an interesting one, that was actually, because I had the time of my life doing it. It's something I've always wanted to do, and the singer in my band was absolutely hating every minute of it.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I was in this weird thing where I was like, this is amazing.
Oh, you were all right, yeah.
I was loving it.
You were all right, Jack.
And we were doing interviews and they were like saying to the singer, how does it feel to be you? And he's like, I absolutely hate it. And I'm just there next to him going, I'm having a time of my life. Why do I have to put up with this bullshit? I'm loving it. It's weird. And
Yeah.
the band kind of got attached to this, like, oh, not everybody likes South by Southwest. Future Left hate it. And I was like, I loved it. Do you know what I mean? I loved it. You got to play like 3 shows a day. Every show had a barbecue. There was a hot sauce shop.
Oh,
so it was like,
I've heard
amazing.
I've heard Matthew McConaughey
Yeah.
is going to be put in his
Money?
no is going to run for mayor or whatever of Texas.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
I quite like the idea of that. I think he'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
I like him as a thing. Anyway, Skindred.
Yeah.
Newport band, 2004 album. Let's go. I want to know your 3 words. Just do it. Tell me them off the bat. I want to know.
Okay.
3 words.
Terraced. It really just
Terraced?
It had the sound of a terrace street having a time of his life. That's what I felt
okay.
like. Do you know what I mean? Like a proper street party terrace.
Yeah, street parties, yes.
Disco,
I like that.
disco sludge.
Yeah.
Do you know, like when you
The sludge.
you know when you go to a disco and the floor is sticky.
Yes.
That album reminded me of a sticky dance floor.
Yeah.
Which was good.
Okay.
And very modern. Like, in a weird way, I live in West Wales and being Welsh is really celebrated here and is often celebrated in terms of speaking Welsh and singing Welsh hymns. But for me, this Skindred album, that's what Wales sounds like to me. It was like a really modern, and I don't know, it just sounded like it just had everything that I love about Wales. Just this mix of cultures, and it was just cracking on, just getting on with it and just making a really exciting album full of yelpy vocals, guitars which were just all over the place like snakes.
Amazing.
I loved it. I can't believe I've never heard it before. And it reminded me of the band I used to be in if we just were being ourselves. It just sounds like a band just totally being themselves, and it's been a bit of an eye-opener for me to listen to this. I wish I could go back in time to playing a gig with them and I could be like, man, you are my hero. Instead I stood next to him going, who's this guy in a kilt with dreadlocks?
Is he wearing a kilt?
Yeah.
Now, how interesting they had dreadlocks, because I imagine them to have dreadlocks.
Yes.
How fun is that? I was thinking to myself when listening to it, I bet they've got like dreadlocks. I was thinking a lot of the appearance of like Slipknot in a weird way.
Yeah.
Are they? Are they or not?
I watched them in South by Southwest. The guitarist had a mask on.
Wow.
Yeah, they were like kind of like, there's a bit of a cartoon element like Slipknot to them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I mean, it's only, I'm not saying there is, just when I was listening to it, I was like, I feel a bit Slipknot here, and I'll tell you why in a minute, actually, with one of my words. I like your words, okay. We went deep and fast then with your words.
Well,
we didn't build up to it, we just literally, I was like, give me 3 words, and we went.
I just went for it. Prepared.
I like this way. Look, I'm just going to go bang and go for
on,
mine as well.
give me yours.
Okay, fine. Angry.
Totally.
Melodic.
Very melodic, surprisingly melodic.
But this is what confuses me. How are you angry and melodic at the same time? I went on such a journey with this album that it angered me because I didn't know whether I was coming or going.
Yeah.
I remember in the past we've listened to albums and we've said, oh, that's intimidated you, Ian. And I've gone, yeah, it has.
Yeah.
And I started thinking, oh, bloody hell, I'm intimidated again. And then all of a sudden I'm not. And I'm like, hang on, I don't know whether I'm coming or going.
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Actually, my next word was confused. I was confused.
Slipknot. But that fits in with the album title Babylon. You know, Babylon.
Yeah.
Deliberately confusing you with everyone speaking different languages, building that tower.
I really did. I've listened to this album a few times now. I probably more than we've listened to any other album. Partly because we were meant to review it weeks ago when we did the Mental Health special.
Yeah.
And I've obviously listened to it since, and I'm still confused. One of the things that stands out so much to me is if I close my eyes and listen to this album, I picture, you know, the movie Saw.
Yeah.
With the little tricycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the man's face. Yeah. The white face, isn't it, with the big smile. That's what I see when I close my eyes and listen to this album. Yeah, that little tricycle. And that image of that guy from Saw. That's what I see.
Like childish, menacing.
Yeah.
Dread.
Because it makes no sense to me, this album. It's like Interlude 1 on there is all reggae.
Yeah.
So like, how have I got? I'm getting more
You've
English
gone really
now.
Welsh now.
But But so like interlude 1 was really reggae, and I'm like, okay, well 2 minutes ago I was angry, then I was thinking this is melodic. Now I'm jamming to a bit of reggae. We want what a tune is. We want. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, and this is all my confusion just coming out now.
Yeah.
Jimmy. I got so much. And then The Fear. Can you remember the song The Fear?
I think I wrote something about the fear.
Well, I did as well. I wrote, what song is that? Because when I'm listening to it, I'm like, is this a cover of another song? And then I'm searching Lily Allen The Fear. I'm searching all these other songs called The Fear, but it's not Lily Allen The Fear. But I know that song.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
And like, sometimes it reminded me of Shakira.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was.
I've never been so angry about an album because I've got all these emotions. I've got more questions than I've got answers.
I think I really enjoyed it. I think it's a cracking album. I think it was let down in parts because some choruses really sounded like a 2004 chorus.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like sometimes I felt like you've just kind of forced that in so it sounds relevant at the time. But when they were like being themselves and it was like a mess and it was chaotic, oh my God.
But that's why I'm angry, because I don't know what mood I'm meant to be in when I want to listen to this. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I'm reviewing TrustPilot, and 1 minute I'm reading a 5-star review, and then next to 1 star's popping up, and then I'm back to a 5-star, then back to 1, and I'm on this emotional roller coaster. And if I close my eyes, all I'm seeing is a little guy on a tricycle going around, and I've got Lily Allen in my head, and she doesn't even belong there.
Oh my word! Your head is like a haunted funhouse.
And every time I've listened to it, I've felt the same. I've felt like more violated and exposed at the end because I've just been vulnerable. I've been vulnerable throughout.
I need to do a running review of this album because it is one of my favourite ones to run to now.
It is a great album.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I
am getting you wrong because it sounds like you absolutely hated it.
No, I definitely don't hate it. I definitely do not hate this album. But it confuses me. Like a couple of times I've gone into the gym to listen to it whilst I'm in the gym, and I just can't. I can't work out whether I'm throwing weights at people's heads or whether I'm having gentle conversations with them. And it's like...
Do you know what, quite an interesting thing about this band is I think they used to be called Dub War.
Right.
And my dad was really into them. He saw them on TV. And I remember he kept saying, oh, check out this band called Dub War. And I'm pretty sure that was Skindred.
That's them?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I could have been a fan all along if only I'd listened to my dad.
If only you'd known. Do you know what? Talking about being in the gym, and I mentioned already, and I mentioned again now, that Outcast album. Wow.
Which one's that?
Not Outcast, sorry. The Offspring album.
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
I wonder what an album.
Yeah.
And even I was in the car the other day with my daughter taking her to football, and I was like, listen to this album. She's like, Dad, what? I'm like, no, listen to it. And she's 9. I'm like, listen to it. She's like, I don't want to. I'm like, it's got Inspector Gadget in it. She's like, who? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, just listen to the album.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But just, I'm sat there singing to myself, let the good times roll. Or, no, let the bad times roll.
Yeah, the bad times roll.
What an album.
Yeah.
And alongside that, there's another album which is absolutely fantastic. Oh, the new Weezer album.
I haven't heard it.
Oh, great!
Is it?
Yeah.
I can never get into Weezer.
Oh yeah, brilliant!
I can't get into them. I need to try.
You should give it a go. They did that Teal album. Have you heard Weezer Teal?
No.
It's all remakes of 1980s classics. Africa.
Is it really?
Unbelievable. Yeah. The Teal album. Wow, it's fantastic.
Oh, I'll check it out. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah. Do it. It's you won't miss it. It's a teal-coloured cover.
I don't even know what teal looks like. What colour's teal?
Like a eggshell.
Ah, right. Okay.
So, we whizzed through that album, but because I couldn't spend any longer on it because it was fantastic and frustrating.
Yeah.
All at once.
It was.
There you go.
Like
fantastically frustrating.
It just, like being Welsh.
Yeah, maybe. But this is one of the few albums I think I will listen to again.
Yeah.
I really do think I will go back to them. I know some of them we don't go back to.
Some of them I definitely don't go back to.
Although I was watching Sky Arts the other day, and they do these programs about iconic albums.
Yeah.
And Steely Dan was one of them.
Oh, I've seen loads of people talk about Steely Dan recently.
Now that Anne Summers website again.
Yeah.
And someone's TrustPilot reviews. Steely Dan was on there. It was interesting.
Yeah.
See, this does educate us.
I'm still not a massive fan. I liked that album, but I found it was really like exhausting to listen to that.
Yeah, it was. It was. It was almost as exhausting as what other one did we listen to that was pretty.
Todd Rundgren.
Yeah, the 70s.
That was a wild one.
That was
Phil's, wasn't it? That was Phil's
last week. Yeah,
that was a tough listen. But like
this podcast, I think we're 54 minutes in.
People love it. People just like us chatting. It's all good.
So I'm going away on Friday.
Yeah, where you going?
I'm going abroad.
Are you really? Yeah. Where
Yeah.
are you allowed to go these days? Where's?
Well, I'm off to Portugal with the other 5,000 people a day.
Yeah, they're all flying out there now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. So whilst everyone's listening to this, because this comes out on Monday, I'll actually be on the beach.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Now, what I want to stress is I didn't book this holiday.
The holiday booked
when lockdown lifted. This holiday was booked years ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, and it's been an absolute roller coaster.
Wow.
Of emotions of are we going or we're not, and of course because it was booked so long ago you can't cancel it.
Yeah,
because airlines are like, well, your flight's going.
Yeah,
and it's I've had so many difficulties with airlines and stuff, but I go Friday.
Wow.
I don't know how I feel anxious.
Yeah,
I feel very anxious. Like, you've got to have tests 72 hours beforehand. So you've got to have a test that was done 72 hours beforehand, but the test can take up to 48 hours to come back. So you've got to find like your sweet spot. Like, it's like finding when you're in cycle.
Yeah.
You've got to know exactly what day to go and get your test, so that if it does take 48 hours to come through, you've still got it at 70. Oh
my God, that's stressful.
And then I've got to go and get a test whilst I'm away.
Have you really? Yeah.
To get back into England. And then I've got to do a test when I land, even though it's green country.
Oh, that's stressful.
It's so... I'm not sleeping. Honestly...
You need to listen to that chat we had.
Yeah, I know, I have been. I've been talking to myself.
Think about your bucket.
Yeah, I have. But gone are the... Well, it's anxiety, not stress. Well, it is both. Oh, hang on. We ain't got time. It's both. But... gone are the days when you could just get on a plane, fly to a country, get off the plane and go to a hotel. It's all got to be planned. So maybe when I get back, because I'm gone for 5 days, when we get back, if we can, maybe we'll do another podcast next week and we'll do a review. A continental Portugal review.
Why don't we do one while you're out there? See, if you got Wi-Fi.
I did think that.
Would you get in trouble?
But we need Zoom. No, I wouldn't be. Please, no. I'm the boss in this house.
I mean, my wife would kill me if I went on holidays and I took my microphone and laptop with me.
But that's the thing. I'd need to take my mic and laptop, wouldn't I?
Do you want me to get back then?
Yeah, because I did think of doing it when I was away with a sangria in me.
Keep a diary. Do a little record on your phone. A little voice note diary.
Yeah, maybe we could do something special. I would like to have done it whilst I was away. I did think about that, but it would mean. I could come with you. Well, if you can, mate, get a flight. No, you can't. Can you?
I can't. No.
Yes, you can.
I'm being a film star.
So hopefully, when we get back next week's listeners, we will be. Reviewing Portugal.
Brilliant.
Basically, I'm the. I wanted to say Gilly Gould then, but she was the wine taster. Who were the travel people on the holiday program?
I don't know, but have you ever read any Eric Newby books? Eric Newby, he was a great travel writer.
Well, I'll be Eric Newby. I'll go away. I'll let all of our listeners know what it's like to travel abroad in these current times. Because not only have we got COVID to contend with, this will also be my first flight post-Brexit. It's a double whammy.
Oh, my word.
I mean, have you ever heard more of a cocktail of things that could go wrong?
Yeah, this sounds like the start of a disaster movie. I hate to break it to you.
Hence the stress and anxiety. Honestly, I've never been more unsure about leaving this country in my life. But I'll go with a smile on my face. Lots of people will be desperate to go to the sun, so I'm very grateful.
We've booked a caravan holiday for 5 miles down the road.
Aberystwyth?
No.
Where's Aberystwyth?
We're going to Pembrey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's lovely.
When are you going?
It's actually my favourite place on the planet. Pembrey.
Is it?
Yeah, Pembrey County Park. Are
you going with Tom?
Me and Tom are
Family
sharing a tent.
holidays? Family holidays with Tom?
Me and Tom Jones are sharing a tent.
Yeah. Is that a tent pole in your tent?
Oh, Tom, me and Tom, yes.
Yeah, I know. I do feel like I've been replaced.
No, you
but,
haven't. Of course you haven't. Don't be silly.
So listen, let's go back to the lyrics because we let's talk about the lyrics that I did 2004.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say them again? I'll say them again for the listeners at home.
Go on then.
Okay. Gotta be down because I want it all.
Yeah.
It started with a kiss. How did it end up like this?
That's the bit I know. I know that. I can hear that bit in my head.
It was only a kiss. It started with a kiss.
That's nonsense because like he's saying it started with a kiss, so that makes you think that more happened, and then he's saying it was only a kiss.
Well, yeah, because now he's falling asleep and she's calling a cab.
He's falling asleep and she's calling a cab.
Yeah.
This guy's a mess.
So
this guy's a mess.
Well, hang on. We don't know it's a guy. It could be two ladies.
It is a guy. It's that guy from The Killers.
Is that who you're saying this is?
It's the Killers, isn't it?
It's the Killers. I know. I ruined it with my early clue. I thought I could shoehorn it in, and I messed up. And
it's just so out of
myself ever since.
For you to say that.
It is. Well, we've had a break, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had a break, and because of that, I've let my guard down.
No, you haven't.
And I knew I was angry about the album review because I was fantastically frustrated.
You've let your guard down, and I've sharpened mine due to my contact with A-list celebs.
You have.
I've
You have sharpened. You're becoming astute.
I can't remember the song though.
You can't remember the song?
Is this?
Oh my god, this is the one that everybody is in all the venues. This will be playing in all the pubs now. It's open. People will be arms in arms, bouncing up and down.
We go into the pub.
So you don't know what it is. You don't know. Listeners at home are shouting at you right now.
Somebody told me.
I'll read you the
You
full
had asparagus.
Lyrics.
Now you
right. I'm coming out of my cage.
Yeah.
I'm coming out of my cage and I've been doing just fine. Gotta be down because I want it all. Started out with a kiss. I did it in the black
Oh my god, what is it?
Now I'm falling asleep and she's calling a cab while he's having a smoke and she's taking a drag.
How can he be having a smoke and she's taking a drag? How big is this cigarette like to go between two people?
I don't know.
Is it?
It's all in my head.
Is this somebody
she's touching
told me?
His. No.
Mr. Brightside.
Yeah. Yes. Well, what? You're claiming that as a victory?
Yes.
You literally just said
Mr. Brightside, who's not actually one of the Mr. Men, by the way.
Mr. Brightside. No, it's not. Can you name the Mr. Men?
Yeah, Mr. Happy.
Yeah.
Mr. Sad, I guess. Mr. Grumpy.
Yeah.
Mr. Tickle.
Yeah.
Mr. Fussy.
Yeah.
Mr. Lee.
I don't actually know. I don't know what I'm saying. I did realise halfway through. I don't have a clue. But they sound good.
Yeah,
Mr. Smile. Mr. Smile.
Must be. Mr. Tickle was my favourite. His arm would go through windows and tickle people, but you couldn't do that now. You'd be done for that.
No, not anymore. Can't do that now. COVID stopped that. Right. Oh, boys, hang on. Have we got anything else to do in this? I've honestly forgotten how you do these podcasts. We've had a bit of time. We've done the album. We've done our albums. We've done the lyrics. You kind of got it right. I hope the listeners at home
I got it right. I smashed it. Mr. Brightside. Killers.
I wouldn't say I've smashed it. I'm going to think about if we can do a podcast from Portugal. I just don't know if we can. I mean, that would be another level of continental...
Oh, imagine that. Imagine the flavour that would bring to our podcast catalogue.
I think I've got to take the mic though, and it could be too complicated. I don't want the listeners. Yeah.
Do you know what? They would take that apart, the security as well. Honestly, they would be like, "What's in here?" And they would take it apart, and
it's just my mic, Gov. It's just my mic and boom.
Why don't you just bring a handful of sand back and then just pour it all over your desk, and we do an episode when you get back, and it's like,
I'll bring a suntan with me.
Yeah.
I tan well. Do you tan well? I mean, I know the answer to this question already. I can look at you and say
I do. Look at me. Woo!
Yeah, look. We're tanners. We're a couple of tanners.
Yeah, I do. Even though I've got a ginger arm, like my mum is ginger, and I've inherited a proper freckly ginger arm. But that's the only part of me that's ginger.
Is it?
I just got the arm. I just got the arm off my mum.
Ginger arm. Well, listen, it's been a pleasure.
Yes.
I'm gonna call this to an end because I've had such a good time. I think if we go any further, it's just gonna go downhill.
We'll just start kissing.
Yeah, exactly. So, mate, it's been a pleasure. I've loved it. I've loved it a minute. Listeners, I hope you have. Listeners, thanks for your continued support.
Yeah.
Thanks for the support of our sponsors, Sure. They're amazing. They do great things for us and they let us carry on basically recording our fun chats. So thank you so much to the guys at Sure. Like it, follow it. Don't forget to send in your reviews, to send in your supermarket aisle names.
Yes, design a supermarket and I'll send you a Running Punks t-shirt. Oh! The winner will get a Running Punks t-shirt.
Unbelievable. And we will build the supermarket as well.
Good job. This is at the end of the podcast, so nobody
no one listens. It's been amazing. Jimmy, have a great week. Thanks, everybody.
See you
Stay
later.
safe.
Enjoy
See you
Portugal.
later,
Bye. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
You lucky people have been listening to the Humming Punks podcast, produced by myself, Carl, and sponsored by Sure.